signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
There's always one, okay? There's always one. 6 comment in here. Okay, I agree, Jojo. Very suspicious. If it's true, there are serpent hanging around. That's right. Two-headed. This look nasty. Okay, me too, me too. I doubt it. That's when it says sources. Okay, it's suspicious when it states sources. I don't believe this either. Not at all. All right. I feel like I should go to my. I read one of this already. Let me go to my bookmark, or maybe my like. Okay, there's one here. What are these? Okay, poor Claire Carusillo apologizes to Meghan. Okay, let's go into that. Okay, poor Claire Carusillo apologizes to Meghan Markle. Claire reminder she wrote letters to Congress about family leave. Thank you at Spotify podcast for allowing pregnancy and maternity leave to create that family bond. As you know now, it was worth the wait. Okay, what is that? Groker, Claire, okay. Did they to be okay? Probably someone who probably was whatever, but let's see here. Very sarcastic taste for me. Okay, is this real? Okay, I have no idea who that person is, but okay. Okay, his own grandson was called a chimpanzee and he said absolutely nothing. That probably has to do with the Black British newspaper. Okay, even the people he deploys when he doesn't hear Harry praise Camilla was suddenly mute. Disgusting excuse, but I blame the people who gave him the platform. Yeah, that has to do with the thing. There's one comment, I don't see it. All right, what else can I share with you? These are there's that thing, I shared that with you already. All right, what are these now? Okay, utterly obsessed with Meghan Markle, they are now assuming who a dead woman will like or not like. This is who we are as fuel crisis is about to decimate families and businesses in the UK. Alright, so this is a screenshot of someone who put of Piers Morgan. She will hate her. Who? Talking for, oh, they're saying this is what Diana. God, please, Princess Diana, do your thing wherever you are. These people are just too much. They the one who helped put you on the ground so early. Do what you need to do to protect your baby boy's family. Okay? She will hate her. What will Princess Diana think of Meghan Markle's latest comment on the British royal family? Meghan did not talk about the royal family. She talked about her experience in South Africa. She talked about her experience, how her baby room was, you know, almost set on fire. What did she say about the freaking royal family? Nothing. She talked about her own experience. What? Let's see here. Diana's own word. She will applaud Meghan for her strength and going against the status quo. And this is how they're trying to fool the UK. Well, not the world, the UK itself. But for some reason, some Brits are not taking the time to do their own research. I don't think they could get the young Brits on that. Okay, she will applaud Meghan. Okay, I read that. Let's see. Quote, I have been battered, bruised, and abused mentally by a system for 15 years now, but I feel no resentment. I am strong inside, and maybe that is the problem for my enemies. Diana wrote in a letter 10 months before her death, quote, thank you, Charles, for putting me through such hell and for giving me the opportunity to learn from the cruel things you have done to me. This is the thing I will never forgive Charles for. I've said it many times. For taking that innocent woman who was living her life privately. She was more than happy to live her life the way she was, being with her friend, having roommates and all of that. But took her out of that privacy and put her in that front stage, public stage, and then humiliate her. Literally humiliate her. I cannot put that video out. Why? Because I get, I get flagged for it. Maybe in one of those, I'll just put the video out by itself. Let it be flagged and so you guys could see it. Okay, humiliate her at a dinner party. Okay, so in the future, just look at the description. Maybe I'll put that if I remember. Okay, there's maybe I'll do one video where I put all of the video clips that I have. I keep on getting flagged off, and then put one video out that can be flagged and just be by itself. Okay, it doesn't need to be monetized. Just that video is there. My goodness, how cool that person here. Okay, yeah, don't forget Meghan turned down Piers and he's resent her ever since. There's this, I got flagged for that as well. Janet, he is trying to get folks to look at him. He sees the number of Archetypes is doing and he wants some of it. We really should just ignore him. Alright, let's go back. What else? I shared that already. This lady was crying. You know what? For the sake of putting it, let's put it again. Okay, this dinner lady says she cries going into work because she has to deny children school lunch. All right, let's put it for the sake of showing people this is what's going on in the UK.
I'm a dinner lady in Lancashire, and just before the summer holidays, when the cost of living crisis really started kicking off, I've just noticed I spend as much time taking food away from children as I do serving it. And to be honest, it's not what I took the job for. I never dreamt that I'd be having to tell children, you can't have that, you've no money on your account. And it used.
Okay, so Charles, what are you doing about that? Maybe I should put you on the spot so those kids don't go hungry. Go pay the school with those bag of cash you get. Give the school a bag of cash for the kids. I don't know. No kid should be going hungry. You want positive publicity? There's an idea. Okay? Those pile of cash you get from the Saudis and the Middle East, go give it to the school so those kids could eat. Alright, so there.
To be, when I first started a year ago, okay, once a month, there might, parents forget to put money on at the beginning of the month, and you get that. But now you're talking 10 to 15 children a shift every day, every single day, and I'm saying you can't have that. There's no money, and it's breaking my heart.
You could see. Her voice started to cracking. her voice starting to cracking where she had to do that. If she had to give each of these kids the food, guess what? It will be coming out of her own paycheck. Then how is she gonna support her own family? It's very cruel. This is how they're pinning everybody against one another. The kids probably gonna be upset at her because she's the face that they're seeing. Oh, this thing, something just
before the summer
happened.
holidays when they
It's somewhere here.
doing a shift every day, every single day, and I'm saying you can't have that. There's no money, you know. And it's breaking my heart. You know, you see them, they're in a queue full of all their peers and other school children, and it's humiliating for them. It's so humiliating. They just look at you like, well, what am I going to eat? And it's like, I can't give you anything. I'm sorry, you know. And I'm just dreading going back to work. I'm dreading October. And to be honest, it's getting to the point where I'm just like, I don't even think I can do this job anymore. I didn't take the job on to starve children. I'm sorry, it's just... you know, it's just something has to give, and I just don't think it should be children's spirits. You know, I'm sorry, I just...
Wow, it's a thread. Let's see, is there anything else? Alright, that's the real thing. Alright, let's get out of there. Alright, there's this here. Okay, Archetype, bravo Meghan for being a professional during the South African royal tour despite the fire scare in Archie's room. You dance, you love, you laugh. True African, love you and yours. Okay, because what they were doing, bots or whatever, media, they were trying to pin Africans, okay, South Africans against Meghan. Look at this. Meanwhile, wow, knowing what we know now, her own baby boy was being plotted against. This is very sad, knowing what we know now. Wow. Oh my God, look at this little girl. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Children knows people's heart. Wow. Oh, this little girl is so cute, and her too, but look at her. Wow, wow, wow. Look at Meghan. Yeah, you see that puffy a little bit. I know she smiled, but there's a different you could see it. I don't know, I could see it. Look at here. Why do I think it's Australia? Okay, never mind. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, amen. There's this. All right, what is this? Oh, this is a thread. I probably will end with that, but this will be another video. Let's see, notification. Perfect for this, for the position. I need to get off Twitter. Okay, Archetype, bravo Meghan. Someone just follow me. Okay, this is the one that I was saying here. Okay, I'm American here. I'm not lost. Meghan did not lose me. 13 people like it. Alright, that's the one here. Tammany, Duchess Meghan has lost America. She's tabloid father now. There's that. That's what they were saying. I love this, how they look at each other. They refuse to let Harry live his life. There's this here. Okay, I like who these people suddenly know what's going on in America when they can't even tell what's going on in their own backyard. Can you imagine how inanely desperate for admiration one must be to reach out from ocean away telling them, well, what's happening to someone in the United States? Okay, how? Okay, it's fascinating to me how little many Brits understand American culture. Celebrity culture ebbs and flows. Large swaths of them disappear between projects. Harry and Meghan do not need to maintain a constant state of visibility to be relevant or to sell the next project. Exactly. Yep, personally, at this, the person who wrote the tweet, I love how ignorant they are about American culture. I further love that their hired American media expert has done. Okay, Bond and Skull and Bond, no favor. Well, there's one that I think they reach out to, and this is why at the beginning of this video, and I was saying, any influencers, just, you know, you need to keep telling your truth. Don't listen to these people to just say nonsense, because the truth matters. What is it? If you look at Sandy Hook thing, what's this guy who was saying all this BS, and they sue him for millions of dollars. I forgot his name. Okay, if you look at, you could search it, Sandy Hook's family sue whatever, this particular guy who was saying it's a hoax, it's not real, and all of that. They sue him. Okay, and now he had to shed some money up. So many influencers, please just tell your truth. Okay, your opinion matters, yes, but don't go out of your way to listen to these adults who's lived their life already, where their position is probably more secure than most. Okay, they have money, endless amount of money to spend to maintain that status, but yours is on a shaky ground. So don't listen to those adults whose lives are about to end, and then for you to do that dirty work for them. Okay, because you want your children to live in a life, in a world where, you know, things that's happening in schools in America should not be happening. Okay, where teaching people from right and wrong should be taught. It's not just more of this negativity, more and more and more. If you want to stop this negativity, it's to keep on feeding more negativity. Alright, it's the way that they say about guns. You know, to stop guns, you need more guns. This kind of nonsense. Alright, so, you know, yeah, it's crazy. We just need to tell the truth and change our perspective and the way those old people are turning it into. Alright, meanwhile, the next heir is sleeping in bed with the worst untrustworthy tabloid folder in UK. Quite shocking to think they are the aristos and royals. Okay, Prince Charles and Camilla hire Daily Mail executive for top post. I may have brought this up maybe at some place, one of my videos, maybe on my other channel. I haven't posted much on my other channel. I'm sorry, but everything is on here. Okay, she wants that to be true so bad. Camilla Tominey is a liar, so bitter. Okay, most Americans are at best indifferent to the monarchy. They keep forgetting we fought 2 wars to get rid of it, and this is why they don't want to teach people things, certain things. I think that some people, they're still in control in some part of this in America, but I don't know. We just need to keep on we need to vote. We need to vote. Okay, and no one here is sweating some 90-plus-year-old lady. I bet the Crown got better rating than the Jubilee, the Castle Kardashian to us, nothing more. Someone should share there is nothing in America love more than someone telling the British monarchy to get lost. It's a point of pride wrapping in our DNA. Just because we may enjoy some royal fashion, gossip, or even pomp doesn't mean we don't also love them being told to F off. That's a good one. Especially because they keep telling these stories that are meant to horrify us, and it's solely normal behavior. Quote, can you believe she expected her staff to work and wanted to choose what her flower girl wore and treated a commoner's daughter the same as Princess Charlotte? Let's see here. Right, it's like, and of course she did, and no wonder they decided to live and be normal. Okay, Kamato and the other are desperately trying to make fetch happen. They're like movie characters saying, Beetlejuice, Candyman, there's no place like home. I don't believe in fairies and thinking it's going to make any difference. Kamato accurate. The thing you read on Twitter, sometimes my eyes is really making me read like a freaking 5-year-old, but after I get the sense of it, I'm like, my goodness. Okay, I'm going to write a tabloid style article completely baseless about Camilla Tominey and see how she likes it. Okay, generally amazing. How little they understand or choose to understand. My guess is Meghan agreed to some level of promotion tied to the podcast, which is why she did an interview. It's not that complicated. Oh, did Meghan do an interview? Which interview? Am I missing something? Okay, it's also hilarious how they include William and Kate do not get American at all. Okay, and even if she didn't and Princess Meghan wanted and agreed to be interviewed, that is normal for her. She's done it before. She has that right, and most importantly, it is her damn prerogative. She needs not to ask any of us how we feel about it. Her decision is hers and her husband. Okay, well, this comment seems to come like a defensive, but I didn't see this as a kind of a threat.
Generally amazing how little they understand or choose to understand. My guess is Meghan agreed to, okay, she said guess. Yeah, I didn't see this as, sometimes I guess when you're reading words on a screen, it gives you a different sense. All right, whether it's defensive or whatever. But anyway, let's move on. And that she's no Michelle Obama line. Like, ma'am, that woman is living her best life out of the spotlight. What are you on? It's the same way. It's like, I can't believe this. Okay, this is a different off topic I didn't come across yet. Is the thing about the Nelson Mandela thing. The UK, isn't English was created by the English? By the Brits? It seems like they don't even understand their own language. Meghan never said she's comparing herself to Nelson Mandela. It was, I don't know exactly, I'm going to paraphrase here. She described the person who was online during the Lion King. She described that person's position, who was somewhat at the end of the line, who said when she got married with Prince Harry, people in South Africa were dancing on the street as if, okay, this is where the comparison here, I may use a different word, but you know, the comparison here, they were rejoicing on the street just like when Nelson Mandela was freed from prison. Okay, she just mentioned this is what the guy said to her. So there's this tweet here from Pagan Cholani that discuss the thing what Meghan have said regarding the Lion King. I believe this is the person who said the thing comparing Harry's and Meghan's marriage to Nelson Mandela being freed from prison. Alright, while walking the receiving line of cast and crew for the Lion King, Meghan seemed to have such a warm exchange with Lebohang Movac, one of the composers. Okay, 1 minute and 7 seconds. I don't think we hear the conversation.
Or as he's known in his home country of South Africa, Leboa Marake, and he's the African music consultant and performer.
Okay, so this is the exchange. We don't hear the conversation, but this is the exchange that Meghan was making reference to. Okay, there he is the last or maybe the first, depending on how you see it, online to speak to Harry and Meghan. And the other guy is for well. Meghan still continued the conversation. That's for well.
Now he's joined by the music producer.
For well, making fun of them. Alright, there's some receipt, some squatter adding. Here he is praising Harry for walking away from the royal family. That was a different time, okay? Not as recently. That was back in 2020. And I think I've shared this on one of my videos. Okay, Lebo M praises Prince Harry's decision to quit royal family for Meghan. Okay, Lebo M has taken to his social media account to praise Prince Harry for choosing the safety of his family with Meghan Markle over his royal title. The producer called Harry authentic and inspiring. Lebo M posted an image of him greeting Harry at the premiere of Lion King. Okay, let me bookmark this. Let me get his name and look for it. See if I could see anything. Lebo M, maybe Spotify. Let's put Spotify at the end of the search. Nope, nothing. So let's just keep his name, Lebo M. So there's that again. Okay, Dr. Zanye. There's Dr. Zanye putting receipt. Okay, more people are sharing it. Okay, so this is here. Okay, September 1st. Sugar Diva, who is that? RDN, acute forensic behavioral health teacher, research, fashionista, animal lover, recovering conservative old dancer. Okay, so this is someone completely different. What are they saying here? Dear British press, this is what research and critical thinking skill look like. Try harder. Lebohang Movac Okay, I'm sorry I pronounced the name wrong. Okay, and the Duchess of Sussex are worthy of respect. So you get the F on this week's reporting. F meaning fail. Okay, she recalled a moment. This is exactly what I was saying. Okay, she recalled a moment from the 2019 London premiere of the live action version of The Lion King. Quote, I just had Archie. It was such a cool chapter. I was scared to go out. End quote. A cast member from South Africa pulled her aside. Quote, he looked at me and he's just like light. He said, quote, I just need you to know when you marry into this family, we rejoice in the street the same we did when Mandela was freed from prison. End quote. We now know it is Lebohand Movak. Okay, so there's the image. Okay, very quick research. Okay, we all know exactly who said that. Okay, there's that video I had just showed you. There he is here. And this is the guy. Lebohand Movak, known as Lebo M, is a South African producer and composer known for his songwriting and vocal work on the soundtracks to films such as The Lion King, The Power of One, and Outbreak, and numerous stage production. He was recommended to Disney by Hans Zimmer, the composer of both adaptation of The Lion King and formed and conducted the African choir that sang for the film. Alright, so there it is. The reason I'm not putting the audio, I don't want to download Spotify on my computer because my husband used that. I just don't want to put too much stuff on the computer, but I have it on my phone. That's good enough. Alright, so you guys could go and listen to the podcast and listen directly for yourself. And there's the quote here this person put. Okay, she recalled, there's this quote, I just had Archie. It was such a cool chapter. I was scared to go out. And I'm pretty sure that comment Lebo M gave Meghan at that time was a refreshing to know someone out there is thinking something different. Okay, that comment probably uplift her for a couple days. Alright, a cast member from South Africa pulled her aside. Quote, he looked at me and he's just like light. He said, quote, I just need you to know when you married into this family, we rejoice in the street the same we did when Mandela was freed from prison. Okay, Meghan did not compare herself with Mandela. I do not know how the UK was able to switch that to say Meghan was comparing herself with Mandela. This is what I'm saying. I don't understand. Then the Brits create English, or what is the foundation of the English language? Who created it? They can't even understand or comprehend their own language. Alright, so let's get back to the original recording. She then says she's comparing herself to Nelson Mandela. Okay, this is the hope that they had with the monarchy, South Africa. Okay, probably many people around the world, the Commonwealth. This is the hope, the vision, the symbolism of Harry and Meghan's marriage. Okay? This is the vision that they had to see. This is a woman of color who will represent them. But guess what? They didn't want anyone like that near them. So which means the Commonwealth, they really don't care about you. Because when you look at other videos, I may paraphrase some of them, it may not be the exact word, where Meghan will speak up on behalf of certain people. Some of these people were putting down. They did not like that. So for that woman from the Black British newspaper coming, oh, they want to sit at the table. This is just lip service. Things that people say. And they choose and pick certain words, certain catchphrases to put in their nonsense. But action speaks louder than word. You had Meghan, who was at the table on your behalf to speak, to give you, if certain, let's say part of the piece of the pie needs to go to certain groups, your groups will have some part of the piece of the pie. It may not be as big as the others, but you'll get something. But no, they kick her out. Where were you when they were mistreating her? Like right now, they're still mistreating her in the tabloid. Where were you? Did you speak up on her behalf and say enough is enough? You want people to have a voice. Where is your voice to defend her? None. I'm talking about those that lady at the Black British newspaper. None. You just made a fool of yourself. Okay, you're probably gonna get a smile.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time, and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it's that's more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So you know.
That was it. That was hell.
And a freaking meadow that once you die, you're gonna leave behind. But while you're living, you're gonna be suffering. Look at that lunch lady who's saying about those kids she had to say no to. Yeah.
To be, you know, when I first started a year ago, okay, once a month, there might, you know, parents forget to put money on at the beginning of the month, and you get that. But now you're talking 10 to 15 children a shift every day, every single day, and I'm saying you can't have that. There's no money, you know, and it's breaking my heart.
You could see. Her voice started to cracking. Her voice started to cracking where she had to do that. If she had to give each of these kids the food, guess what? It will be coming out of her own paycheck. Then how is she gonna support her own family? It's very cruel. This is how they're pinning everybody against one another. The kids probably gonna be upset at her because she's the face that they're seeing.
And I'm saying you can't have that. There's no money, you know. And it's breaking my heart. You know, you see them, they're in a queue full of all their peers and other school children, and it's humiliating for them. It's so humiliating. They just look at you like, well, what am I going to eat? And it's like, I can't give you anything. I'm sorry, you know.
Because there's no money in the kids' account. So those kids have to be hungry. This is why Rashford, which I did a video of, okay, that footballer who was giving food for the hungry, the kids, the UNICEF, and then you had those Tories who were making a huge deal out of it when UNICEF had to step up because they claimed that they were above that. Meanwhile, they don't want to be seen, you know, like a third world country when UNICEF step up to help feed the children, okay, because they were put in the position to do that job, but they weren't doing it. Instead, they were worrying about their pocket. So where are you, lady, for you to say you sit at the table to have a voice to get whatever the BS you were saying? People are not blind. I understand everybody needs a voice, but how come Charles didn't speak up for his daughter-in-law? For his son? Okay, so this is BS. Okay, I'm literally 56 minutes. Let's see, notification just pop up. What else? Okay, more people are liking some of my thing. Okay, what is that? Republicans never think their rules apply to them. They think they rule over everyone else. That's pretty much the US. Alright, so man, the F you telling crowd sure is having a rough one. Okay, so this is US politics right now, and I hope people go and vote this November. Okay, this is a good one. Let's see here. Okay, Meghan and Mariah curly hair appreciation post. This is very cute. So I'm telling you, the squad be digging up some stuff. This just popped up on my thing. I went on my notification. Let me like it so I could have it. Yep, there's her curly hair. She talked about that pink lotion they'll put on the hair. There's that. There's Mariah Carey. You know, it took me a while to realize Mariah Carey was black. I mean, I knew a couple years ago, but around that time when she was breaking record after record, yeah, I didn't think she was black. Yep. Mariah Carey is so funny. I think of her with her shadiness, okay, with V. You know, when she's throwing her shade, it goes smoothly. If you are not a good listener, you will not catch it. This is the same way V is. If you know V, the podcast, you know, Sussex Squad podcast. What's her V's podcast? I don't remember. All right. I can feel the comb and hairbrush. Okay, and man, I miss Mariah's hair like that. I mean, her hair rocks now. It does, but you know what I like about what she said when she was discussing with when she was discussing with Meghan, and this is what I told before Movaya came. There were discussion, you know, how the UK is like to put people down and all of that, downgrade Movaya. And I was like, that Movaya who was in a prison kind of a marriage and she freed herself and all of that. So there was something that she said that was very important. When she saw her mother being abused, so when she said she saw her mom being abused and she had to call people to come and, you know, her mother to help with her mother and all of that, and she said that will never be her, she did it. She did it. That's one heck of a woman. And I'm so happy Meghan is bringing these women who went through the hardship, okay? Because now what we are seeing is the finished product. They did all the work. They jumped all the hurdles, okay? And they still are. Don't get me wrong. As you still living and breathing, there's a lot of hurdles to jump in. But sometimes you reach a point where the rough one have already passed, okay? And little one popped up, but due to your past experience of jumping all those hard hurdles, you know how to navigate to the new hurdles that's present itself. So this is Movaya here. She's jumped so many hurdles, sleeping on the floor, going to school without food and all of that. You know how she explained she were rotating her clothes and kids notice it and all of that, this kind of thing. So she had a rough growing up. So now when she's up there, you could call her diva as much as you want. Because it's funny too, I think it was the diva word that they brought in that particular comment. I don't have that. I don't know where it is, and I don't want to spend time to go look for it. And I said, oh, she own her divaness, because the way that I saw it is that being a diva is like you made it. You made it. And this, I never look it up. But I always thought it in a way where you work hard, you earn your position, you are a diva. So when they were saying the word diva in that comment, not knowing there was a really full connotation or definition of it, the root of it, and I said, yeah, she earned her divaness. And little at a time that they switched the word. And let's be clear with this thing as well. It crossed my mind when I was listening to them talking, is that when women are starting to get their foot on the ground, certain trend is going, and where women is gonna have their power, control of their own life. They are paying attention, people. Men are paying attention. Those who wants to have full control, they are paying attention. They don't go full force, okay, the way the Republicans do. They don't go full force at it and hit you with the whatever they have. They break it down like you're breaking a tree down, okay, a little bit at a time, until you get it completely gone. The same way they did with Roe versus Wade. All right, little at a time. They started with the local, and then go to and then they go national, and then bam, Supreme Court. All right, but now that we are here, we could do something about it. So the same way, when women are starting to get their feet on the ground, they're stabilizing themselves, that antenna from men who's paying attention, who wants to have control over women's body, these kind of things, they see it, they start changing the narrative little at a time. So when we hear women, those people who are in the public sphere, who understand this, you know, like Gloria Steinem, so many others, when we hear them talking, many of us who don't pay attention like they do, okay, so they see the cue, they see the little hint that they, you know, that men are trying to shut it down. Okay, when they go on national television talking, don't bash these women. Instead, go educate yourself. Go do a little bit of research of what they're talking about, because many of them already know. They see the cue. They're giving us a warning. Okay, so why did I bring all of this? It's to the podcast and some of the thing that the word diva that came out, that I remember all those period of time that Meghan was talking about. I see the pictures. I remember, was it VH1 or something who did the Diva Live? I don't think it was it MTV who did let's look it up. Who did? Yeah, VH1. That's what I thought. It was VH1. It was not MTV. I don't think Meghan said MTV, but she just said Diva Live. It was VH1. I remember it. Every single thing that Meghan said on that podcast, it was going back to certain period of time in the 90s. Plop, plop, plop. I saw all the images. VH1. I remember it. They all stood on stage doing their things and stuff like that. I remember it all. Yep. So when this was the antenna for these men who's trying to control women, they're bringing this. Let's turn the word diva into a negative. Okay, so to think that, oh, you over yourself, but if you earned it, you work hard for it, you jump all those hurdles, you deserve to be named diva. It's not a bad thing. And many times I've seen it in many interviews where Mariah Carey is being interviewed. I don't think she, well, then again, Meghan hit that as well. I don't think Mariah Carey take some of this stuff too seriously, but she's as hard of a good business person, believe it or not. But when she's depend on how the question is asked when she's being interviewed, you see her, she does that kind of passive kind of response, this kind of thing. But if you listen to her, listen carefully, she always hit the nails on the head. Mariah Carey. Okay, I don't think she take herself seriously, and if she wants, she doesn't even need to work anymore. In one of the videos that I did, I think I look it up, her label, her song is moved to another particular company that she owns and all of that. So she earned her spot, she earned it, she worked hard for it. And most of her music, she wrote it, she wrote them all, most of them. Well, I could not say all. Most of her music, she wrote them. Okay, or she could write them. And I'm so glad she bring the part where she said she works with rappers. Okay, this is a person who knows herself. Oh my God, as more as I dissect this, it's like a mini review of that interview where she does different video collaboration with rappers and all of that, where I think her ex-husband, who pretty much was trying to full control of her, did not want her to go in the route of rappers, because they make it seems like rappers is negative or whatever, depend on your perspective of that. All right, but for her, she knows her root, she see her creativity is leaning toward that. She could still do the kind of sounds that she wants to I guess release, needs to go to a certain voice, certain characters, the music industry can provide to collab with her kind of work, this kind of thing. So she knows herself. She didn't have to listen to anybody forget when she was in the marriage, okay? But when she talk about her music, that means that she knows herself. She knows the sound she wants to produce. Well, all of her music are pretty prestige, and how she wanted to be put. And she didn't have how will I say that? She embraced every sound, pretty much. Embraced every sound. And one of her good friend, oh my God, what's her name? She's a rapper. Oh my God, what's her name? They were doing a collab. Which female rapper? Let's do it. I can't think of which female rapper Mariah with. Let me see if the name will come. From the mid-90s, when she was recording the Brat. That's it. That was her. The Brat. I haven't seen her in a while. Okay, she did a collab with her. Let me finish with that. From the mid-90s, when she was recording with The Brat, a recent work with MCs, with Nicki Minaj, Gucci Mane, here's a history of Mariah Carey's collaboration with rappers. Oh, that would be a good thing to read. But I was looking for the Brat. Okay, I forgot her name. All right, she was doing a collaboration with The Brat. and you know, being silly. And wow, I haven't seen her in a while. There she's. Oh, I didn't know. Is she the bride and Jezebel are married? Oh, I did not know. I did not know. I did not know. Okay, so that remind me of another video that I did. But anyway, what I wanted to bring, when she was doing the collaboration with the brat, that when she was married with her ex-husband, the one who kept her like a freaking prison, okay, she could not speak whatever she wants to say with the brat, and two young people just fooling around, meaning, you know, they're trying to do the recording, but at the same time they want to have fun. Okay, to talk to the brat, she had to hide in her shoe closet. Her shoe closet is like another room. She's like, this is the only place that is not being watched. Okay, and then they went out. They drove and went out to, I think it was McDonald's. Was it McDonald's or White Castle? I don't remember. One of those. It's like, dude, where's my car? And then when they realized they were not there, there was a huge search for them. They were scared, you know, meaning the husband and all the other people they were working with. All they wanted to do is a break and just have fun for a little while. And they went to buy either McDonald's or the brat, because they could not do that. So yeah, that's one thing I remember hearing somewhere. I don't know, but anyway, I didn't even touch my list. I just went over some of my bookmark and what I liked, and that's it. So I'm gonna edit this. If YouTube don't block me, you get to see it the same day. And then I'll be going on vacation again, another mini vacation with the kids. And yeah, our last vacation before the kids go back to school full time. Alright, they are back to school already. But anyway, let's do a prayer. Prayer for what? Prayer. Let's do for protection. Alright, for protection and security. Okay, let's add security. Okay, Lord, I pray for your protection as I begin this day. You are my hiding place, and under your wings I can always find refuge. Protect me from trouble wherever I go, and keep evil far away from me. Image. Let's do this one. I think that was the one that was next to it. Dear Father, you are like a wing that shelter my children, strong with protection, soft with grace. You are like a shield that encircle them each day. Yep, that shield. Yes. They run free, and you are with them as they adventure. You are like a crown placed upon their head, a symbol of sonship, of belonging, and of their adoption into your family. Lord, I place them into your great care and declare that they are yours. Amen. Okay, that's it. That's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And you could become a member. That's it.